Hello, my name is Ron Burgundy, and thanks for tuning into NBC. Tonight we have the Watergate Scandal. It's been 3 years since it came into the spotlight and caused such great controversy and led to the first resignation of a U.S. president. As we all know, in July of 1972, the Watergate Hotel, known for its great political offices, was the scene of a burglary involving several men trying to steal secret information from those running for office. It was later found that President Richard Nixon was involved in the cover-up. He allegedly gave hush money to the robbers before they were arrested and tried to impede the FBI's investigation. As we know, when this came out in the open, Nixon originally denied it and said he did not know, but then was later forced to resign in 1974, where his successor Gerald Ford pardoned the ashamed president. Pardoned him in hopes of putting it in the past in order to move on for the country. Robin got the inside scoop into this topic by holding an interview with the ex-president himself, Nixon. And now, to Robin.
Thanks, Ron. I sat down with Mr. Nixon and learned his deepest regrets and thoughts on his actions involving Watergate.
That because of the Watergate matter, I might not have the support of the Congress that I would consider necessary to back the very difficult decisions and carry out the duties of this office in the way the interests of the nation will require. I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon, for joining me today. It's been a few years now since the scandal. Do you have any general thoughts regarding the topic?
Of course, Robin. This is a very sensitive topic for me. I have many things I wish I could take back, but I did those things for a reason. I do not admit to planning this operation. My actions were due to the stressful time of re-election and campaigning.
Why do you deny any initial involvement in this case, and why do you attempt to cover it up?
I denied the questions because I was telling the truth. I did not take part in planning this whole scandal. I did not want those men to steal those secret files. I attempted to cover it up because I knew that if this whole thing got out, I would be the one everyone looked at to blame, and I would suddenly become the bad guy. I simply wanted to put the past behind us and focus on more important topics.
Why did you resign then?
My resignation was due to the country not being able to trust me anymore. Even though I did not have a large part in this scandal, my little involvement caused my reputation to plummet. I knew that the citizens of this great country could no longer view me as a good man in politics, but rather as a corrupt man. I know my actions caused the people of this nation to question every politician's actions from here on out. I am truly regretful for my poor judgment.
How do you feel about your successor, Gerald Ford, for pardoning your actions?
I believe it was very smart for Ford to pardon me. It shows that he is ready and able to move past this whole ordeal in order to move the country forward. I humbly accept the pardon and admit that I handled the situation poorly and I could have taken everything better.
For more footage on my interview with Nixon, check out nbc.com/Watergate. Now back to you, Ron.
Wow, that was a deep interview. Recently, as we know from the interview, President Gerald Ford has pardoned Nixon, saying, I gave Nixon a full pardon for all offenses against the United States in order to put the tragic and destructive scandal behind all concerned. A long drawn-out trial would only polarize the public. It seems that the new president is wishing to look forward and push on to the future. I'm sure this will help him in the upcoming election. We have spoken with some citizens about the issue to see how they are feeling. Now, back to Robin.
Hello, this is Robin, here with
Stacy Myrtle.
Hello, Stacy. How does Watergate make you feel?
I'm so angry. You know, I just can't believe this. If they're wiretapping other offices, they're gonna be wiretapping our homes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Kind of. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous.
How does the successor feel, Gerald Ford, in all this? Pardoning the president.
That guy, just acting like, oh, don't worry, it's okay, what you did is okay, no big deal. It's ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous.
This is Robin signing off. To you. Hello, this is Robin, here with
Bill Johnson.
Hello, Bill. How do you feel about the Watergate scandal?
How do I feel? Well, Robin, I'll tell you what, I'm really angry about that. We elected those officials for office with our trust, and they broke that trust. They're not doing what's right for America.
How does Gerald Ford make you feel, the successor in this?
Well, can I have this? Well, I'm not happy with that because here in Texas, we don't mess around. And I don't know why he pardoned him. If it was up to me, they should have taken him and put him in the street and beat him. That's what I would have done.
Thank you. This is Robin signing off.
This issue is one that has the people really worried about the future of politics in this country. The world has gone from being able to trust their leaders to now having to second guess every move they make and every decision they make. This forces the people that will be choosing to run for office to carefully watch everything they do. Just imagine if Nixon had never tried to cover everything up, the issue would have never happened, and the trust of the American citizens never would have had to be tested, and the United States would never have had to go through such a rough time. I hope that we can recover from this dark time and come out on top again. Well, that's all we have for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Ron Burgundy, and you stay classy, San Diego.